Hey gang, a question we're receiving more and more, we're doing lots of webinars and we're talking about sugar addiction. And people say to me all the time, I'm addicted to carbs, I'm addicted to sugar. And I have to step back for a second. I don't truly believe you're addicted to sugar. But I want to, let's go back into the weeds a little bit. When you think of carbohydrates, carbohydrates are sugars. They're sugars linked together. The more processed the carbohydrate is, sugar, the faster it's going to get in the human body. So if you eat an apple, it's going to be different than a candy bar. They're both carbohydrates, but they're completely different. One's from the source and one's very processed. The point is this, when people eat carbohydrates, and again, whether it's a processed carbohydrate or a source carbohydrate, you're gonna get a spike in your blood glucose level. Some's gonna race it to the moon, that's the processed carbohydrate, or some are gonna have a gentle elevation. And as soon as your blood glucose goes up, insulin comes out. So this is how it all works. So if you're eating too many processed carbohydrates, you're gonna have an over spike of insulin. And insulin comes out to basically store those carbohydrates in your cell. Well, here's the problem. If you overproduce insulin, insulin is a hunger hormone. It's gonna get you to overeat. Now you think you're a carbohydrate or a sugar addict, and that's not true. You have to understand how your blood glucose works. So years ago, my wife Paula makes these date cookies. She's half Lebanese. So we make these date cookies over Christmas time. So Christmas morning I get up and you could smell the date cookies. They're warm and they're gooey and they're fantastic. So I say to myself, I'm just gonna have one date cookie. Before my wheatgrass, before my oatmeal, before all my normal stuff. I'm just gonna have one. Fast forward, 22 date cookies later, I was basically addicted to the sugar. But I wasn't. I just made a bad decision, and we've all done that before. We make bad decisions, we process carbohydrates on an empty stomach, blood glucose goes up, again, insulin's overstimulated, hence I can't stop thinking about them. So the next time you think you're addicted to sugar, you might want to step back and say, maybe I just made a bad decision. Now, day in and day out, if you continue to make these maybe unhealthy choices and you keep throwing these processed carbohydrates into your body, hence you're gonna start believing that you're addicted to sugar. And reality is if you start changing your lifestyle slowly over time, your blood glucose gets back into balance, and again, you're not gonna have these crazy cravings. So again, we gotta back up. Are we really addicted to sugar? In most cases, we're not. We're making these bad decisions. And again, when we're looking at processed carbohydrates or processed sugar, over consumption of that's going to spike your insulin levels and it's going to make you overeat, and you're going to have the 22 date cookies over your day. So anyway, have a great day, and again, think about what we put in the body. And food is medicine, food is information, but food is obviously love, and food is social. So I'll see you next time.